Hi, first grade. Okay, so we're here for Unit 8, Week 1, Day 2. And I'm going to start with the same challenge that we've been starting with for a while, where I show you this sound, and you're going to only tell me the picture. So this is the sound am. What's your picture to help you remember am? A big, yummy ham. Good job. Okay, what? How do we remember this? Wind. Good job. Here's another glued sound. This one is an. How do we remember an? A fan. Good job. Oh, this tricky one, CK, one of our diagraphs. With a sock. Good job. Zzz. What picture helps me remember zzz? A zebra. Good job. This is our digraph. Th. How do I remember that? With my thumb. Good job. So we have some new sounds we're going to learn this week, just two. And our first one is A-R, car, R. Can you say that with me? A-R, car, R. Very good. And this is on a pink card because if we notice that the first letter is A, which is a vowel, and although it doesn't say A or A, we call it an R-controlled vowel, meaning this tricky R right here controls the A, which is a vowel. This is an R-controlled vowel. Can you say it one more time with me? A-R, car, R. Good job. And our other one, it's also an R-controlled vowel, which is why you see it's on a pink card. But if I look, my R isn't controlling an A anymore. My R is controlling this O. Good job. So it's my turn. O-R, horn, or. You guys say that with me. O-R, horn, or. Good job. So if I go backwards, I have this sound R, kind of like a pirate, R. And if I go to my other new one, this is the sound or. Okay, so we have a word of the day. Look at your word. I see 4 cards, which means I'm going to have 4 taps. Can you tap this word with me? Task. Task. Now, something we talked about yesterday was a consonant blend, and that's going to be these 2 yellow cards at the end of the word. Now, we know that diagraphs are 2 consonants that we put together, and they only get 1 tap, 1 card. And the reason that a blend is different is because I have 2 yellow cards, and I hear both of their sounds, so they both get a tap. So instead of putting these sounds together, I have sk. Now, task. What is a task? A task is usually something that you have to do. So your teacher may give you a task of tapping out that word, and it's something that you need to do. Mom and dad may give you a task of setting the table, and it's just something that they want you to do. It's a task. How would I mark up this word? Well, since it's a blend and not a diagraph, I actually get to put an underline under both the S and the K because they both get their own tap. They both get their own line. I hear S and I hear K. So I would give both of them an underline. And the other thing that I want to check is my vowel, this A. I need to figure out if it's a long vowel or a short vowel. I know that in this word it says a. Do you think that's long or do you think that's short? It's short. So it would get a brief. So if I had a marker to use on this, I would give it a little tiny U because it's a brief. Good job, first grade. My last thing, I need a sentence with the word task in it. And so my sentence is going to be, I gave my students a task of tapping out words with me. I'd be interested to hear your sentence with task. Pause the video and come up with your sentence. Okay, like I just said, we're going to talk about blends. And so a blend is when I have 2 consonants, but they each get their own sound. And it's important to remember that because a digraph gets 1 tap and a blend is going to get 2 taps. We don't put them together. And so instead of seeing 1 yellow card with 2 consonants on it for a digraph, I'm going to have 2 yellow cards with 1 consonant on each. So here's some examples of words that have blends in them. And so we're talking about how we mark up these words. If I look at this first one, I see consonant, consonant, vowel, digraph. And so underneath the C and the R, I have 1 line and 2 lines. Now, the reason we did that is because I see 2 consonants next to each other, and that's not a digraph that I know, so it must be a blend. If I were to tap this word here out, I would get to tap C and R by themselves and then put my digraph at the end together. So watch Mrs. Sperry tap this word. K, sh, crush. This word's pretty cool because it doesn't just have a blend in it, but also has a digraph. So if I said first graders, what is your blend? First graders would answer CR. And I could also ask first graders, what is your digraph? And first graders could answer SH. You see these numbers down here, and those are my 2 steps to underlining to marking up these words. And so number 1 says underline the blend. So I underlined the C and I underlined the R. The second thing is to underline the digraph. And in this word, I do have a digraph. And that's why I have 1 line under the SH. Now I want you to think, why do C and R get their own line, but SH only gets 1 line? They share. Why is that? I hope that your smart brains were thinking that C and R both get taps and SH shares a tap. Okay, let's look at our next word. When I look at this word, I see consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. I'm going to check out these last 2 consonants. Do I know a digraph that's MP? Nope, I don't. And so I'm going to just say that's a blend. So when I underline the blend, the M is going to get its own line and the P is going to get its own line. And that helps me remember, to tap both sounds out. Watch Mrs. Sperry tap this word out. J, jump. Hey, why don't you try tapping this one with me? J, jump. Awesome job. Now we're going to look at our last word. And right at the very beginning of this word, I see a digraph that I know, which is CH. And I know that digraph is ch. I already marked that up and it gets 1 line because my C and my H go together and they make 1 sound and they get 1 tap. I see my vowel is I. And then at the end of the word, I see M and I see a P. And I know both of those letters are consonants. But they're right next to each other and I have to think, is that a digraph that I know? No, it's not. So it's going to be our blend. So my M gets an underline. My P gets an underline because they don't share a sound. They get their own sound, which means they get their own tap. Watch Mrs. Sperry tap this word out. Ch, I, p, chimp. Why don't you try tapping this one with me? We'll go kind of slow. Ch, I, p, chimp. Okay, so first graders, if I asked you and I said, what is our blend in that word? What would you answer? Did you say MP? Because that's the right answer. That's my blend. But if I also said first graders, what's my digraph in that word? What would you have said? CH. Good job, first graders. I'm going to switch and I'm going to go to my fancy letter tiles and we're going to make some words. You're going to help me build some words. The first word that I want to build is brag. Can you say brag? Kind of like, they're bragging. We say that a lot. Or that was a brag. Okay, brag. Let's tap it. B-R-A-G. Brag. Now you're going to tell me what tiles am I going to drag down for each sound. So help me with B. That is my B. That's an R. That's an A. And my last sound is G. And that's a G. Good job. So I have my word B-R-A-G. Brag. What do you see in this word? Well, you should notice that there's 2 yellow cards right at the beginning, which tells me I have a blend. And they both got their own tap, B-R, which really tells me it's a blend. How do I mark a blend up? Oh, I underlined the B and I underlined the R because they each got their own tap. Good job. I'm going to move my tiles back now. And let's do the word slip. Say that. Slip. Kind of like, please don't slip on the ice. Okay, tap out slip with me. S-O-L-I-P. Slip. Okay, help me figure out what tiles am I going to take down. What do I put for S? That S. Good job. What am I going to put for ol? An L. I-P. Good job. What do you notice about this word? At the very beginning, I see 2 yellow cards. So I have 2 consonants. And I'm going to give them each a line. So, S-O-L. Because, is it a blend or a digraph? I kind of forgot. Oh, it's a blend. Very good. Okay, I'm going to go take my cards back. Let's do one more word. I want you to help me do, let's do shed. Can you say that? Shed. Tap it. Shed. Shed. I keep my lawnmower in the shed. Okay, first graders, help me out. What am I going to put for that sh sound? S-H. What am I going to put for E? And what about D? A D. Very good. Now, I don't see 2 yellow cards next to each other. So do I have a blend in this word? Nope, I don't. But what I do have is, look at this first card. I have 1 card with 2 consonants, which tells me it's a digraph. So this only gets, this gets 1 line to mark it up. All right, good job, first graders. I'm going to move my tiles back. That was an awesome job today talking about blends. I'll see you next time.